Hey guys, today I'm doing a walkthrough for The Haunting, which you pick up from Eleanor Franklin from the Franklin house in Blue Mountain. And the first song in the background here, I have actually linked to the video of this. If you have a few minutes, you should totally watch it. The video is awesome, in that really horrible train wreck kind of way that you just can't look away from. Anyway, so once you pick up the quest, you need to go upstairs and look at a book on a coffee table. And that kind of just gives some history. And now you actually need to go to the attic. You do not need to click on the calendar here, but you can. And then you do need to click on the mirror. And once you go through the mirror, you're going to then have to look at the calendar, and you'll find you're no longer in the present. Instead, you are actually in 1904. And you need to go pretty much save Ella. So you're going to fight your way downstairs through the servants who are not very nice, and you're going to find Ella in a locked basement. Alright, now once you get too close enough to the door, it's pretty much going to tell you you're going to need to find a way to unlock the door, because she is locked in there, and for that you need to find the housekeeper. I have always found her upstairs, but my fiancé found her downstairs, so I guess either or. But once you kill her, pick up the key and then go unlock the door so that you can rescue Ella. Now once you save her and she goes through her little spiel, then you have to go back upstairs and go through the mirror again. But once you actually get to the stairs of the attic, you're going to have to fight the Butler. And this is a specter that is kind of a reoccurring character in this quest line. Alright, so once you go through the mirror again, you're going to have to look at the calendar, and you will find now you have moved forward in the future, and you are now in 1918. And you need to go find Margaret. Now, she's actually just downstairs in the entryway to the house. Alright, now you don't even have to do anything with her right now. You now just pretty much need to go and find her son, who I think is her son. And there's a bunch of him just running around, but if you get close to any of the fake ones, they just turn into these child's nightmare shade things. You can actually tell it's him because he's standing still. You can talk to him and he's got a cat near him. You'll notice, if you pay attention, that where you need to go, there tends to be a cat pointing the way or standing next to the correct person. So once you click on the right one, then you have to go upstairs and pretty much save Margaret from her husband, who has gone completely psychotic and is trying to kill her with an axe. Such a nice family. So much sanity in on this island. Alright, well once you go through the mirror again, and you click on the mirror, the calendar, you're now going to find out that you are in 1966. And I find this humorous, but you'll notice that when the dead people start standing up, that they are the ungrateful dead. Oh, it's so punny. But do be careful here, because if you go too far through the house, you can wake up a whole lot of undead, and they will chase your butt. Alright, so pretty much then you go downstairs and you need to go into the dining room. Again, a cat is pointing the way. And enters Billy Lee, a murdering psychopath after his hippie buddies. This house is so full of sanity. Note the sarcasm. Anyway, once you fight a few waves of Billy, you will have actually saved Frida. And once you save Frida, then you actually need to go find Harriet, and she's outside by the mausoleum. You do not need to wander through the rooms like I do here. I do recommend going out the front gate because you'll have to take Harriet to the front gate, and this way you can actually kill some of the people that are on the ground. Some of them are actually timed though, so they won't wake up until you get to a certain point in the quest, but some of them will, and for expedience sake, I suggest just going through and killing the ones that you're going to have to kill eventually anyway. And Harriet is actually in the mausoleum, so once you get to the mausoleum, go ahead and click on the mausoleum and she'll pop out in her nifty dress. I should be able to buy this dress in Pangea, just saying. Anyway, and then you will have to take her to the front gates, and you will have to pretty much fight Billy Lee occasionally just while you're taking her there, and along with the dead people that keep standing out. Okay, and once you actually get her to the front gate and she is considered rescued, then you need to go back to the mirror. And it appears that Billy Lee is not particularly happy with you. And in fact, he pretty much haunts your butt all the way there to the attic. But once you actually make it through the rounds of Billy Lee's and his ever so 60s shawl, you will actually need to fight a specter form of him in the attic. And that is the final time you'll see the specter as well. This is actually one of the last legs of the quest, well, that require you to do much anyway. Right, and here is Billy Lee in his specter form. He is essentially just a carbon copy of the Butler. There is nothing different, I don't think, about this specter than the last one. But once you beat him, you're going to actually click on the mirror again. And then for whatever reason, they make you actually go click on the calendar and then the mirror again. At that point, a dead guy pretty much pops out and asks you, you know, which side of the mirror you're on, and then you have to click on the mirror one last time. And then congratulations, you have finished the haunting. If you liked this walkthrough or found it useful, I would appreciate it if you guys would like or subscribe. Thanks a lot.